Right. There we go. Stream is active. It says there's 2 watching right now. Hmm. This may be a bit concerning, actually. I should have tested whether things are good for me to stream. Because that doesn't look great. But, okay, hold on. That seems to be... We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But hello, Cole. How are you doing? Hush and Artistic Goblin. Welcome one. Welcome all to the stream before the 20 billion XP stream. I mean, the amount of fucking boosts, I'm just saying, like, we've got that mining fiesta that I'm not doing because it's at 4 in the morning. But we've got the rest of this coal. In fact, we've got 3 whole hours of coal for me to gain XP in, alongside the 20% extra, thing. Feels like every stream starts with you saying you forgot to test if your internet would be good. Yeah, it do be like that sometime. I mean, hopefully I won't need to do that when my internet gets fully... Yeah, my internet gets fully fixed in maybe like a month or 2 from now. Potentially. You never know. It could be soon, you know. It could be soon. Very soon. But otherwise, how are you lot doing? You are one of the 2 watching right now? True. I feel like... Oh yeah, I forget. Um, I'll do all the cakes anyway, since I might as well. But I forget that um, when I'm on Windows and I eat the cakes, any will set a timer on its end for when the cakes expire. So basically, my Windows client and my Linux client are separate. Unless I... Actually, no, there's no way. There's no way I can make it so that, like, both of them have the cake data. Like, if one of them eats the cake, then the other one's out of sync, basically. So that is why the cake was a lie. I didn't need to refresh. You love when Wait. You love when Makash mines citrine when he has a Conva Peridot. That's a classic thing I do on stream. I'll just be mining a gems. In fact, I think I did it off stream as well. But like, I'll just be mining a thing that I don't even have a commission for. I'll just be like, I'll be mining Umber and have a tungsten commission and be like, yeah, I'm gaming, I'm mining. Why I do it, we'll never know. We will never know, chat. But it doesn't matter. But yes, there is the 20 billion XP stream coming up tomorrow. Not tomorrow, sorry. The next stream, most likely. I mean, this stream I'll gain probably a good 10, maybe even more, 10 million XP. And then, it's only like... what I'm trying to say, there's not much XP between now and the 20 billion XP stream. Because I'll probably start that stream on like 10 million or 20 million to go. Probably. Maybe 10 million, because, you know, you're not going to accidentally hit 20 billion when you're at 10 million away from it. But either way, it's coming up. Exciting. I mean, maybe with it being so close, I'll be extra. Okay, why the lag, and also why do I see capes? I could have sworn that I turned that off. Or is that not a thing that you can turn off? I forget. Can you not turn that off? It's probably not something I can turn off, is it? You should stream the Fiesta at 4 in the morning. I don't think I want to do that. I mean, it would definitely get me over the edge. I would definitely be at 20 billion, but I don't really want to do my 20 billion XP stream at whatchamacallit, at 4 in the morning. Ominous title? It is a pretty ominous title. It's a good title, in my opinion. It's like the perfect thing of like, oh, what is he preparing for? It could be used on a more interesting thing that I'm preparing for. But, you know, it works. Preparing for 20 billion XP. You know, it's alright. 101-ish million XP to go. It's not long. And then there's foraging as well. Maybe maybe the pivot to foraging will be an interesting one. After I get 20 billion XP, and then, you know, the foraging update comes out in a week or two, then you know, it'll be foraging time. Maka's stream becomes a foraging one for a bit. We lost numbered mining streams for this. Yes, yeah, you lost numbered mining streams for my amazing titles. My my god tier titles of preparing and what were the previous ones? Let's have a look. YouTube will not load quickly when I'm streaming. Epic mining stream, coal mining, there will be mining and collecting my minions. These are great titles. These are amazing.
The Nintendo
titles.
Switch.
That is Linus Tech Tips. They're amazing titles. They're great. But you lot now know what I'm going to be watching after stream. I'm going to be watching Linus Tech Tips and his tech tips, of which there are many. Not gonna lie, wait, the task of getting perfect gems on all my mining equipment is daunting. Yeah, it's I mean, it's not too bad. You just have to mine the gemstones a good bit. Just have to do a good bit of mining, and that's always fun. If you just have to do a good bit of mining for your thing, your goals, then it's all good. Especially if it's upgrading your mining gear. Like, you could do it incrementally. You could do it one perfect at a time. And then you get even more gemstones each time you mine. I mean, unless it's Iron Man, but that's an Iron Man thing if it is. Iron Man's a whole different world. You can't just buy everything with coins. SMH. I mean, speaking of coins, I don't have any of those anymore. No more coins. Coins are not it, Chief. Coins are not the future. The future is something else. Something I've been spending my coins on. I've been converting my coins into the much more the much more important currency. It's crystal fragments. That's right, I've got 77,000 of them. 77,000 crystal fragments and climbing. In fact, 80,000 after I've claimed this. 80,000. That's like 3 million bits worth. It's huge. Is it a great time to sell, though? Not really. Not really at all. However, it is certainly a great time to buy. 145k for crystal fragments is it's a wonderful time to buy. I'm hoping I can make a shit ton of money off of that. If I can sell all of my bits, I might be just incredibly wealthy. I might end up being a very wealthy skyblock player. I literally just got done mining 5 perfect ambers for the drill engine. Hell yeah. Let's go. More mining for your mining. That's why Iron Men mine a lot. It's because you just have to mine a lot for all the things. Are you keeping the bits for the update items? We'll get new shards, bits when eating cookie, and foraging enchant for bits. Well, I'll see what the bit to coin ratio is for those when they come out. I think that that shard in particular, the bit bug one, I think it's called. I think that one might be a good bit to coin ratio, so we'll find out. I mean, I'll certainly still have a lot of bits when that update comes around. I might not even be able to sell my my hypercatalyst / crystal fragments before that update comes out, but we'll see. It depends on the price of hypercatalyst, because if hypercatalysts go up a decent amount, then I can just, I can sell what I have already. I feel like I probably won't buy more crystal frags than I have at the moment. But that would still leave me with like 2 million bits to spend on the new bit stuff. I can't remember how much the bit bug is to max out. I think it's only a few 100,000 bits. It's like maybe 300,000 or something. I mean, it could end up being like a really good bit to coin ratio. Like maybe, maybe I end up selling all fucking 5 million bits on those things, getting a way higher bit to coin ratio than the hypercatalyst thing. I wouldn't be mad because I'd have a shit ton of coins, but I would also have I would also just fucking have an ungodly amount of crystal fragments, which I'd need to get rid of at some point. That'd be funny. That's not even an issue. If I sell my bits at a better rate than I would have gotten with hypercatalyst, I could just resell the crystal fragments at a really nice price. If I really needed the money. Like I could also just, I could sell my future bits if the price of like that bitbug thing goes down in price. But you never know. Like the bitbug thing could also just be, it could also just be like 1,000 bits or 1,000 coins per bit. You never know. You never know. Yeah, I do think that that bitbug thing actually will probably be very expensive. Like that thing might. We'll see. We'll see with that one. That one might do some things to the economy. Some exciting things. Nonetheless, whether it'll be good for me, I'm not actually sure. It could be really bad. It could be really good. Regardless, it's exciting. But it's really cool with foraging coming out. We'll have Skyblock on 1.21. It gives me hope in the future that we might get EU servers. There's a possibility. Was it hello, Carol Rudolph? Um, I think there's a decent possibility we might get EU servers because of just because of the version thing, or at least it will be closer to getting EU servers. With 1.8, I guess there was no chance, but it's exciting. The future could be very bright for Skyblock. Imagine you only got EU servers in the foraging islands. That'd be interesting. So for the rest of Skyblock, you have just your regular 100 or 140 millisecond ping, but then in the foraging island specifically, it's like 30. Maybe that would make foraging more enjoyable as well. Like just foraging becomes the more enjoyable skill because it has like the least ping. The highest quality skill. The latest version with more features. Foraging's got a lot of things going for it. I'm doing well, Carol. I am doing well. It is hot in the UK. It's getting around that time where it's getting hot. But very luckily, it's not been... it's never gotten back to that 40 degrees we had. There was that one, I can't remember when it was, but like a couple of years ago, there was that one summer where it was like 40 degrees. That was abysmal, man. So one summer at 40 degrees. Let's see, corpse loot. Yeah, I can. I was about to say like, I'll just leave the corpse loot one, but nah. I think we will. There we go. I think we will do it. You can see the lag. You can see the pain of the lag. Oh god. But yeah, well, that's one of the things that it's nice outside of the Fiesta is you can actually do the you can put your crystals in the forge without it feeling like you're wasting time because you know it's not Fiesta, you don't have to worry. Um, when you're in a Fiesta, it's like I don't want to waste time putting things in the forge. I'll do that after the Fiesta. But do I have anything else? Yeah, okay, I don't have Peridot. I'm new to your stream. I was watching it for the last 3 minutes and then I followed you. Nice. I'm glad you enjoy it. Glad you enjoy the stream of mining. It is it's certainly one of the mining streams of all time. Mining stream series, maybe. I guess you could say that. I haven't really watched many, like, skyblock streamers. What are they doing, other than foraging? Or is it just foraging? I'm guessing it's probably just foraging nowadays. Be interesting if, like, all the streamers are on alpha all the time. Maybe I should go on alpha a little bit more as well. Because I'll need to practice getting the the mining wisdom shards that I'll need. Discussing why they dislike the refund system for hunting. Yeah. The anarchy feathers. I should forget what I forget what they're called, but the RNG recovering things. Oh, Alpha's closed at the moment. I thought you were the cobblestone generator guy. You thought I was. I did make them. I did make the wall gen and the I guess there really isn't a name for the other one that I made, but I did make those two cobble gens. It's a shame that they got balked. It's a shame. They're nice, man. It was fun making those. I do not trust this connection. This is a horrible connection. This is much worse than usual. Maybe I should have done 2500 bit, right? See, the weird thing is, like, last stream, it was fine. It was one of those times where it's like, oh yeah, there's no internet issues. So I streamed at 6000 bit rate, which is funny because it was the foraging update. So the foraging update stream specifically just had a really nice it was just, 6K bit rate, fucking really nice quality and everything. It was great. And then immediately the next stream it's just laggy 3K. So sad. Do I? Yeah, fuck it. I'll claim my crystal frags. You got top 10 in carpentry? Fuck yeah, let's go. Let's fucking go. What have you been using to grind it? What have you been carpentrying? Fucking, whatchamacallit? The things that you must have crafted. Because I think you can do diamonds, maybe. I think you can profit off of doing... It's either enchanted diamonds to diamond blocks or something like that. But that was a very long time ago that some guy in a video said that. There could be multiple things, I guess. I don't think you get carpentry XP from the autocrafter anymore, do you? Because I used to, and that would be a really easy way of getting carpentry experience. You just do your normal grinding and you get carpentry along the way. But also, now that I think about it, you're quite high in like all the skills, aren't you? Because you've got second in mining, first in taming, top 10 carpentry, and I think you're quite high in fishing as well, right? Bought millions of enchanted pumpkins, didn't make much profit because it was prioritizing speed. Yeah. You get like billions of carpentry XP an hour or something. I wonder how quick carpentry is XP wise. Because that is one of those like really fast skills. I think alchemy is also really fast. The thing is with alchemy is it's just expensive, isn't it? It's also kind of annoying to do alchemy, and I don't know whether those alchemy machines still work though. Oh, you're still third in mining, okay. 93 farming, 100 fishing, 98 alchemy, 10th enchant. That's kind of sick. 10th enchanting as well. So, okay, you didn't say combat, but 93, 100, 98, 3, 1, You could do foraging as well when that comes out. I think because foraging is going to have its update, of course. It's gonna be quite an equal playing field probably. Because I think I heard that foraging XP. I would guess that foraging XP would be going up quite a bit. The rates for it with the foraging update. But I watched my first wavy video in months about the foraging update and what do you call it? Yeah, one of the people in his video was saying that foraging was like 2 to 3 million XP an hour, which I'm pretty sure is a shit ton more than it is at the moment. I think at the moment there's no way it's more than a mil. I feel like it's 2 to 300k for foraging XP. You're 4 mil over foraging 50. I mean, when the foraging update comes out, there's the opportunity there. You need to keep your lead in the overflow skill average leaderboard. I want to see that now. I want to see it. I'm going to Mining Cult Discord. Where is it? I like how we do all our commands in guild parties. Leaderboard. What was it? Overflow skill average? I guess it's just average skill experience. Okay, who is SCP-002? Who is this guy? I've never seen... Why is he at 10.96? Sorry, 10.91. Okay, now I need to know. What do they have XP in? I... Okay, I accidentally just did leaderboard nothing. Maybe that's alchemy. It's probably alchemy. Okay, yeah, he's got 33 billion alchemy experience. Number one in carpentry, 60 billion overflow. Fucking hell. I don't think I've ever looked at the carpentry leaderboards. That must be kind of interesting. So yeah, it's got 63-ish billion. And then it's Dick 9 with 33. So it goes 62, 33, then 16. And then it's somewhat even at 9, 8, 7, 6, and then 5. If you want specifically just all skill average, I feel like that's just the best way of doing it. If you can get 60 billion overflow, if you want specifically just skill XP average, then you could just dump it all into that. If you grinded that out for a really long time, you could just just get it off of that. Guess we got their first Iron Man Scather pet yesterday. Huge. Let's go. Legendary. Legendary pet. Epic. Rare, maybe? I'm gonna hope it was a legendary. Because if it's legendary, then, you know, you don't have to do all that upgrading stuff. What do you even need to upgrade a Scather? Let's see. You need enchanted hardstone and a shit ton of coins. Wait, no. What? Wait, is this leveling the pet or is this upping its rarity? It should be rarity, right? Whatever. Rare, but it was your 23rd Scather kill. Still a dub, I think. 23. If it was on your 23rd kill, that is pretty good because I think my Scather Bestiary isn't good on the RNG for that. Yeah, that's Worm. Yeah, I got 69 Scather kills now and dropped a Scather. So you've done better than me. You've done quite well. The foraging part of the update seems very underwhelming for how hyped up and how long everyone waited for. I I don't know about that. I think there's a lot there, and there's a lot there that isn't shown to you as well. Like 1.20 in itself was the thing that, like they said as well, that the actual update itself and the content had been ready for um, some time before the actual 1.20 part of that was ready. So 1.21 itself delayed the update, in their own words. But other than that, it does sound like the subsequent updates will be a lot quicker. Like the second and I think they said they were going to do three islands for foraging. So in theory, you'd have a second foraging update and a third foraging update, not in potentially a decent amount of time. Potentially, I mean, you never know how long it'll take, but you could get foraging update 2 and 3 quite quick. And I think at that point, people probably appreciate the foraging update a little bit more. You think they intentionally held back in this update and used it as basically an introduction to foraging? I see that. I think it's quite a lot like the Dwarven Mines update, where I mean, the thing is with Dwarven Mines, it did have pretty endgame stuff in it. Well, I mean, endgame for the time, of course, but with this foraging update in particular, it's quite. It seems to definitely not be the top end. It, I mean, maybe this won't turn out this way, but I'm pretty sure it will. This foraging update or this island is going to be the more beginner area, because otherwise, there's the park, which is basically like the gold mines of foraging, which is like the old versions of that skill where it's really low level, and then Dwarven Mines level foraging update, where you've got your first foraging armor and the new best foraging out. So it has beaten Decapitator. Um, and then, second and third foraging islands probably going to be where you get your mid and then end game foraging gear, where you'll probably end up with something farming or mining style, where you have a bunch of gemstone slots for your thing. Because you would think if farming has 3 slots for jade, not jade, it's peridot. If it has 3 slots of peridot for each piece of armor, you'd think foraging would probably have the same thing. And I think you'd get that in the third or second island. Same with axes, with that amount of gemstone slots in general as well. You probably have that on the second or third island. I mean, I think there's a chance that that wouldn't happen, but I feel like that's a pretty good guesstimate of what's going to happen. Like they haven't specifically said that. I don't know if they've implied it either, but I feel like it's a good guess for how things are going to go. Because with the whole foraging update, surely the best armor for foraging isn't going to be some one gemstone slot piece that gives you 30 foraging fortune. Compared to the mining and farming armor sets, there's no way. But also because of that, I'm not sure how I'm going to deal with the citrine prices. Because if they're spreading the update out in that way, then is citrine ever going to be like 30 million per? I should have sold more at 25 mil or whatever it got up to. But there's a good chance that citrine will, well, there'll be more need for citrine with armors that require those 3 gemstone slots or however it may be. You never know. Maybe it could be 5, it could be 2 per piece. But when the better foraging stuff comes out, you never know whether the price of citrine actually increase, because maybe people will just bought it over time. Because, the foraging update being out, it should mean that more people are going to be thinking like, oh, I'll just buy citrines for when that armor set comes out. J-Dragon is the only endgame foraging piece in this update. Maybe David's cloak if it doesn't get nerfed. Yeah. Are Divan frags more expensive than usual right now, or am I crazy? I wouldn't know. I haven't really looked at the price of them enough to know what their usual price is. You should be able to look on maybe the bazaar itself, or I'm sure there's a website somewhere that'll show you like the usual price of things and the price of things over time. See, I really liked the bazaar website that Minikloon made. That was such a nice website, and I don't think it exists anymore. I don't think because he wanted to sell it, I think. But I don't think anyone bought it. And then I think yeah, it was stonks.gg. It was a fucking great website, but yeah, he didn't maintain it. The real question is if Iron Man can make any money from foraging. Well, that all depends on how much you can NPC sell, or how many coins you get from it. I don't think I feel like it won't be a coin thing from foraging. I mean, I guess it has to be because like if every skill is going to have to give you some coins an hour, surely you'd want it to have some, you know, like actual NPC value. Because they did say that they wanted foraging to end up as good as mining in money per hour. And maybe we'd get there with the second and third foraging islands where it becomes a little bit more endgame for foraging. $2 to $4 mil per. Interesting. Maybe divan frags have gone up because people are getting into mining more so that they can mine citrine to then sell to people because the foraging update's coming out. Maybe. Maybe that's what it is. Or they are getting mining sets so that they can get an XP setup so they can level Jade Pets when the foraging update comes out. Jade Dragon might be a good thing to level. It's one of those things where I say I think it might be a good thing to level. But I'm like quite confident with that. Like if golden dragons are a good thing to level, there's no way that jade dragons wouldn't be. Especially considering there aren't as many of them being level 200 already. Like surely when it comes out, people put like a jade dragon for like it's also not hard to get to it. So I feel like it's not like the getting the pet itself is going to be hard, but getting the levels for it, surely it should be good money. Just because there's not going to be any of them out, obviously. Iron Man money making method is still only diamond mining. It's tragic. That's sad. Only one way of making money. Is it only diamond mining? Is there no other thing that you can do to get coins? Because I mean, you still have gemstones, but I guess it's just like, why would you do gemstones if you could just get more from diamond mining? And then farming, I guess. You could do farming, but then... I mean, it'll ultimately be like, if there's a best method of doing it, that's the one that you'll always do, obviously, for coins. Hard to say how much foraging, fortune, and sweep we will max out at. Will probably depend on talisman stats. Oh, it will depend on a lot on talisman stats, yeah. I mean, what was it? The attribute system is going to be a big thing as well. It's going to have foraging wisdom in there, foraging fortune, and I think some sweep as well is probably going to be in there, but foraging, like the attribute system, I guess, it's more hunting, isn't it? Hunting slash attribute system, like that's going to be a main thing about Well, that's going to be a main thing with the foraging update when it comes out. Like, you would expect chopping down trees, but what you actually get is hunting for attributes. Farming makes max 15 to 20 mil. I see. Yeah, that's right. Mining on top for coins. Let's go. Let's go. Mining on top. That's what I like to see. That's what we want to see. But yeah, I've got work to do then. When the foraging update comes out, I've got lots of things to hunt. I forget what specifically the one is for the mining wisdom one. It's probably something to do with glaciate tunnels, but yeah, I'll need to get salt and wait, shit, where do you get salt from again? Oh fuck! Oh no, I'll need to do the update. I'll need to do the update, chat. This is not good. I have to spend time away from my lovely mining. Nah, I'm joking. It'll be a fun time. Be a good time doing foraging. Need to find salt though. But pest farming makes 25 mil for a bill of setup. Jesus. You get 5% of your strength, 10% of your speed as foraging, fortune, and sweep. So we'll need to max talismans to max stats. Yes. Yeah. Wait, you get 5% of your strength and 10% of your speed as foraging fortune. Okay, so strength and speed help you with foraging fortune. That is interesting. And they are getting rid of speed attributes as well, so you can't just spam speed with your equipment pieces. Are you on dimensional for the mining wisdom? Yes. Yes, I am. Well, I use dimensional. Oh wait. Yes, I use dimensional. I thought you meant refined as well. But yeah, I'll have refined on this drill and then lustrous on this drill. But for the armor, yeah, it's dimensional. Hello, Vel W. Velwe, maybe. How am I doing? I'm doing good. I used my pick up this on the wrong thing. You're back into mining? Well, welcome back. You've come back at an interesting time. You could mine citrine to fund foraging people, or you could let me sell that. You could, that's the things you could do. You'll also need the most expensive attribute, most likely for the 1.5% extra strength. Oh god. No, I didn't forget you, LW. I have not forgotten you. My memory is not bad. It's good even. I mean, to get the attributes, I'm pretty sure you just kill things with salt in your inventory, right? But I also forget where you get the salt from. That's another thing. I need to look at the foraging update again. I need to go on the alpha when it opens and well, if it opens. It should open though, right? Well, I guess we don't know, but yeah. I need salt and then need to kill things with salt. What's my coal weight? My coal weight is... Wait, what version of coal? Yeah, that's what. Coal weight... My coal weight is 30... Almost 34,000. It's 33,900. You get the ones I'm talking about by fusing a lot of expensive shards. Ooh, what kind of shards are those? Are they potentially ones from doing Kudra? I kind of need to do Kudra in general anyway, but what I don't know is Kudra a thing that people are doing now to, because they reversed the thing where god rolls don't count anymore. Like god rolls now, or god rolls past a certain date now count. They didn't want people to like farm god rolls before the update drops, I guess, but then I guess now they're just allowing it. But I don't know whether people are doing Kudra because of that now. Are RNG drops just going to be destroyed when the update comes out? Because people are just essentially farming. I mean, they did say that they wanted to make it so that Ananke feathers didn't um weren't better than actually grinding the specific thing yourself. I didn't want grinding Ananke feathers to be better to get divans alloys than actually grinding for a divans alloy. But it is kind of separate from what it is now, where it is a god roll versus. I think they're gonna have just Ananke feathers be a actual thing in the game. They'll just drop from Kudra, or maybe it'll drop from something else, but definitely Kudra. Not sure what shards are involved, just that it's apparently hundreds of them. Honestly, I have no idea how the market for shards will turn out. Yeah. All I know, to get perspective, they drop from the Kudra, but they are about 5 times more rare than Wills of Fate. A drop rate of 0.3%, I see. I don't know whether people are doing a bunch of Kudra now, though. See, I would have been able to ask people in Mining Cult, like, oh, what are they grinding? But now that a bunch of the people that were in Mining Cult have gone to SPP, now I don't know what people are doing, and it's kind of sad. Like, I mean, I guess I could look at the F list for what. Well, okay, no one from SPP is on, I guess, but you know, if when they were in guild, I would get to see them saying like, "Oh, anyone want to do Kuja?" Or maybe they would talk about the fucking um my brain's gone. Fucking what is it called? Blaze Slayer. Like maybe they would talk about the Blaze Slayer they're doing, or just any other grind they're doing. Um, but I don't get that anymore. It's sad because now they're all in SPP. Sucks. Hello, Syntax Man. At least Syntax Man's not gone to SPP, as far as I know. G list. Yeah, Syntax Man's still in Mining Cult. Okay, I'm back. Uh, yes. I Wait, what was that? Sup, how are you doing? Because I don't know, says Pat Pat. Hello in Twitch chat. I can still warp Bridgebot to zombies game, so I'm good. Hell yeah. I wonder if SPP has a bridge. Because if so, like, If we could just have that in Mining Cult Bridge, then it'd be easy. I just have basically Mining Cult Bridge, but with the people who aren't in Mining Cult anymore. Okay, Laneman, you're goated. Thank you. Wait. Chilean Air is a good IGN. That's a that's a decent IGN. This lag isn't great though. This is not good. 5 million bits is crazy. It is quite crazy. Hello, Alan. Slumdog Chillionaire. That is a good. It's a good IGN. What can I say? What can I say? It's banger. But yeah, I got 5 million bits now. It's kind of crazy. I don't think. I wonder who has more bits than I have. Because I might be not. You know, if I wasn't number one, I want to know who it is. I want to know how many bits people have. Because generally, bits themselves aren't as valuable as coins. Like, you can convert bits into coins, but what you want is the coins so you can buy things. You know, you can't buy things on the AH with bits. So you generally, you know, you don't want to like pile them up. You want to just convert them as, you know, as soon as possible. But I just have a shit ton of bits. Maybe it'll end up being good. Maybe I can supply the entire server with Bitbug shards if I can sell them. Actually, I don't know whether... If you can't sell them, then it's a pain in the ass. If you can't sell them, then tragedy. And I won't get billions of coins per bit. $171,000 comms, holy. I wonder if I'll ever get to 200k. Will I ever? Probably not. But yeah, I've been doing some Raft recently, chat. In fact, I've got Raft open right now. And I might be almost done with it. That might be one of the things I've also said way too much on stream. With the, you know, the progress of Raft, it's like, oh, you know, it's almost done, it's almost done. But like, actually though, 1 billion gold after 20 billion XP. Maybe actually, I might do that. The thing is, I really want Hearth Mountain presets. Because if I could just make a preset with my current tree and then make a new preset for gold, I could just... I'd love to bounce between methods a lot. But just resetting my tree and doing that every time is going to be a pain in the ass. Presets, I fucking need them. I need them. But if I had them, I'd be doing so many different methods, I think. I think, at least. I don't see any reason why I wouldn't be not. I there's no way I wouldn't be doing a shit ton of other methods if I could just instantly pick the tree and then go do that other method, and then immediately come back to what other method I want to do. I could just go do um, gems, or I can do gold or something. The problem is they're doing the foraging update now, and it's funny because that being a problem, they're not going to do Heart and Mountain Tree presets um, while they're doing the foraging update. It's going to be all foraging all the time. There won't be any, you know, any random stuff like presets for Heart and Mountain, unless they do presets for just trees in general. Maybe they make it. Maybe they make presets for the Heart and Mountain, Heart of the Tree, Heart of the Forest, isn't it? Yeah. Maybe they make presets for Heart of the Forest, and then because of that, it'll come over to Heart of the Mountain as well. You never know. Maybe they'll. That's a possibility. With a new tree, maybe it ends up being that way. Is the foraging update out? No. Not on main. It's on alpha. But alpha is closed. Will I be grinding the foraging update once it comes out? Yes. Especially for the mining related stuff in the foraging update. But I'll do general foraging update content as well. Underwater mining when? That would be quite nice. I would like that. Deep sea mining? Sounds pretty nice. You wish it was Heart of the Tree, so the acronym was HOT. Nah, instead we just have Hot M and Hot F. Heart of the Mountain and Heart of the Freaky. Or maybe Heart of the Madness and Heart of the Funny? Heart of the Heart of the Fart. I like that you can make any acronym out of those things. Just fucking Heart of the Mountain, and instead it's just fucking Heart of the Makash. That's right. I've claimed it. It's mine now. It's no longer Heart of the Mountain. It's Heart of the Makash. And then maybe like #1 foraging XP is someone who has like F as the start of their IGN. So it's Heart of the whatever their name is. Heart of the Forager. Yo, bro, what's good? Can you review my profile, please? I don't do profile reviews. I'm sorry, man. Heart of the Garden, Heart of the... Wait, Hot Grandma? HOTG, Heart of the Garden. If they made skill trees for every single tree, would that take away from mining? Because then mining wouldn't have its own unique thing. Like, foraging can maybe get excused, because foraging has taken a little bit from everything. It's taken the contest from farming, the tree from mining, it's probably taken some other bullshit from random parts of the game. But, you know, foraging's taking from other places. I think if farming took from mining, like, I feel like mining would lose out a bit, personally. They're just yoinking stuff from mining, because mining's clearly the best part of the game. Maybe mining can yoink stuff from other skills as well. Maybe we get contests or something like that. Maybe mining gets mining bugs or something. So you are mining when foraging is out. There may be some mining when foraging comes out. I'm not saying I wouldn't do mining when there's a foraging update out. Maybe I'll be mining when it comes out, if you get what I mean. Like when they're rolling out the update, I will be mining. I'll be in the middle of doing mining while it's coming out. Heart of the Sea, sus? Maybe. I mean, Heart of the Sea, if they did that with 1.21, then that's peak, because there's actually an item called Heart of the Sea. How amazing is that? They have like a custom, okay, it's not custom, but you know, they have a specific texture for it. As I said last stream, mining is dead, long live foraging. Not for long, not for long. I'll bring it back. I'll bring it back with a vengeance. Um, Maybe like, you know, when the foraging update first comes out, mining might be, you know, the whole rest of the game will be forgotten because everyone will be on foraging, including me. But, you know, mining will be there. It'll be simmering, simmering in the background. I mean, I will do 1 billion gold at some point, so there's always that to do mining. Or there's always that to do for mining. Too many hearts. Eh? What do you mean, too many hearts? Prices will go up. For mining stuff, do you mean? 20 billion foraging XP next? Well, let's not get too ahead of ourselves here. 20 billion foraging XP is probably not my grind. That's some foraging mains grind. That will, you know, we'll see in a foraging live stream at some point. We see someone live streaming foraging and they got like 50 billion foraging XP. Like #1 foraging XP, but then they also like #1 fig collection, #1 I've forgotten the other tree, quite sadly. I don't know why I'm thinking of maroon. Maroon is not the thing that it is. Fucking... They should make mahogany, okay? That is the next tree that I'm requesting. For the second or third foraging island, if I don't see mahogany, I'll be sad. It's a good tree. They should do it. Mangrove, that is what I was trying to... Don't know why I forgot that mangrove exists. But yes, mangrove is what I was thinking of. Fig and mangrove. They'll be like #1. They'd probably be #1 mangrove because that's like the better version, I think. It's like the fig one is the early game one, and then for mangrove is the upgraded tree, I guess. And maybe it doesn't turn out that way. Maybe fig ends up being better for XP or something, and then mangrove is better for money. Who knows what happens when it will come out? It'll be a fun time. Do you like the foraging update? Like, will you go do foraging instead of mining, or are you still the Giga Chad miner? I'll do foraging for a little bit, but then I'll go back to mining. That's what will happen. But there are some things I need to do in the foraging update anyway. I'll need to get salts for some attributes, whatever, to get, you know, like there's some mining wisdom attribute that I'll need to max out. And then there's some mining fortune, and I think maybe some mining speed attributes as well that I need to get. But, you know, I'll get all the mining attributes as somewhat of a priority. And either that alongside foraging, or after that I'll do a bit of foraging. I don't know, man. We'll see what happens when the update comes out. It's a little bit too early to say. But it'll be a good time regardless. Hello, Mr. Mash. How are you doing? I'm doing good. I don't know why I'm Mash, though. Let's not pretend you won't just buy all the mining attributes. I keep forgetting that I don't have to grind them out. I can just buy them. I keep forgetting this. I would buy them if they're a decent price, but if they're hella expensive, I'll grind them out. Because then it'd be a good money-making method, wouldn't it? It would just be economical. It would make great economic sense for me to grind them out if they're just way too expensive. But yeah, I probably would end up buying them then. I don't know why I keep forgetting I can just buy them. It's good that I can buy them though. That's very good. Probably would be better if I can buy them anyway. Ooh. Anyone want to get warped in? Any warpers? And I ask you, is it worth to buy 655 Hypermax for 900 mil or forging everything myself from zero? I don't know that specifically. You'd need to work it out. Preparing for what? Uh, whatchamacallit? 20 billion XP is what it is, Kenji. 20 billion XP is what I'm preparing for. Yes, yes. Anyway, what are some other things? So, other interesting things that have happened since last stream. Uh, I took my PC apart and re and put it back together again. So there was a cooling issue with my PC, and I fixed that. So that's pretty cool. Um, in theory, I get better performance out of it because the better you cool your components, the better they run in general. Um, so my CPU will be reaching those higher frequencies, hopefully. It's more that it won't thermal throttle anymore, but yeah. Did you participate in Fiesta? I did. And as usual with Fiestas, it was laggy as hell. But I'm sure I got some... Yeah, I got some glossy gemstones. Worth 35 mil. Maybe I shouldn't have sold it now, and maybe I should have sold it later when the price goes up, but... It doesn't matter, I sold it. It's fine, it'll be fine. Oh yeah, there's also minerals, but I guess I'll keep the minerals for now. 35 minerals, and minerals are worth 150k per. Yeah, there is. Now that I think about it, one of the things I was saying with the foraging update was, well, brain, um, pet skins. A theory I had is that if you need a bunch of coins for the foraging update, then in theory pet skins go down in price because people sell their pet skins to get the coins they want to buy things for the foraging update. It doesn't seem like that will be the case with this foraging update. There's definitely not enough stuff for people to run out of money to buy the things in the foraging update. Guaranteed. There's not enough things to buy off other people. I mean, even Jade Dragons, like, sure, they're 500 million per, but I don't know. I don't think it'll be, I don't think that will cause a run on the coin. Although now that I think about it, that is quite a lot though. 500 mil, another 500 mil pet, maybe. Attributes might cost billions to max. Maybe. I mean, you get them from salt, right? You get them from salt, and then you get them from other places, I guess. Other than combining them, but combining them, you need to get the base ones to combine them. I think that just comes from salt. And then also a bit of Kudra, actually. That's where you get some of the attributes, I think. But maybe if attributes cost a lot of money, then maybe we'll see something happen with coins. I mean, the Jade Dragon alone, that's a lot of coins in itself, depending on whether people need a bunch of Jade Dragons. Not all attributes come from salts, you get them from all sorts of sources. Oh yeah, I forget about that. It'll actually tell you where it comes from. There's a thing somewhere, I don't know where it is, maybe it's in the bazaar when you look up maybe it's in the attribute menu or something, but it'll tell you how to get each salt somewhere. It's really hard to estimate their future prices. Yeah, I mean, it's an entirely new system with, you know, it'll come from, it'll have sources from fucking everywhere in the game. It's like a massive change to just skyblock itself, so um, I guess we'll see, but if there is a big need for coins, I do wonder if my theory will actually hold up. The price of skins going down because of people needing coins. Maybe it's one of those things that when there's not an update for ages, people just invest in skins so that when there is an update and people need coins, then, you know, they can sell their bulk skins off. Even still, I guess you could just hold on to coins instead of buying skins, but whatever. But I'm quite excited for the Jade Dragon. I guess that's going to be a fun thing to have. I guess it's more fun that I'll be able to level a new pet and just I don't know, man. Just because I can level a new pet to 200, I think I might get a good amount of money off of that. Because I think there'll be, I mean, it depends on the demand for the pet itself, but surely there's going to be a massive demand because it will definitely be the best foraging pet as opposed to monkey, because monkey's now just the park pet. It could be good. It could be good. Maybe there'd be something for me to, you know, some some other reason for me to gain mining XP would be to level those Jade Dragons. It was you were powder mining yesterday, but your rates are low. How do you powder mine for gemstones? What do you mean powder mine for gemstone? You mean getting gemstone powder? I did chests. I did Crystal Hollows chests. That is the way that you get gemstone powder. Although I'm pretty sure it's like one of the higher speed powders now. Gemstone powder is like, I think it's supposed to be like twice the speed of the other powders in rates. Might be best to just level it with foraging. I think you get a few million foraging XP per hour now. Maybe. I mean, yeah, because it's a foraging pet, it's gonna get that boost from it. May end up just being like oh, you instead of leveling a golden dragon, you just level a jade pet, and it's not that much more power, but it's just more power, and not like an insane amount. Looking forward to future dragons for other skills. That would be interesting. Like if there was a see, maybe the golden dragon is supposed to be the mining one, but it's obviously the combat one. So if there was one for mining, I guess it would be in the glacial tunnels. It'd be quite a simple one. With the lake update, they could add that in just in general instead of a Vanguard one. Like maybe they have an even rarer one, and it's the uh instead of the golden dragon or the jade dragon, maybe it'd be like the diamond dragon or something for mining. The diamond dragon or uh some other thing. I think diamond makes sense for mining, right? Like if they were to do a golden dragon for mining, it would be the diamond one. Maybe. Because maybe you'd have an onyx dragon for. No, wait, no. I was about to say an onyx dragon for combat, but no, that's the golden dragon. It'll probably be in a future mining update. My personal prediction is some prehistoric mining area. I mean, I guess so. Have they? Because they've done fossils and that sort of thing for glacial tunnels. I don't know whether they're going to continue that if they did another mining area. But I don't think they'll do another mining update specifically, other than glacial tunnels. Um, well, glacial lake that is, because they did say that they would do glacial lake, but then they've done so many mining updates that generally people are like mining update v 50,000. And just based off of that alone, maybe the admins are like, okay, we've updated mining too much. People are memeing on us. Because guaranteed that'll be a thing. Like the community just says like, oh, we've had too many mining updates, and now miners can't have an update for 5 years. I mean, to be fair, I've said we've had that sentiment, but then we've still gotten mining updates. So maybe that just isn't true. Maybe we'll actually just get another mining update because the admins just love mining updates. And I love it when they make mining updates. I mean, what can I say? What can I say except thank you admins for mining updates. Quartz Dragon? Could do that. I mean, there's so many. Because the dragons are based off of mining related stuff like jade and golden, it does. They could do anything for the mining related one. Like they could do diamond, they could do glacial, they could do quite literally anything for the mining dragon. It, would it have made more sense to do citrine for the foraging dragon? I want Jorman. I have no idea what that is for fishing. Sea serpent. Oh, did you just ignore my fire suggestion? Fire suggestion for a fishing dragon? I think, yeah, some like, because definitely there's some water type dragons. If they had that for a fishing dragon, then that would make a lot of sense. Had 50 hours on a jade dragon on alpha. Yeah, I don't think it'd be too hard to get the jade dragon. I mean, it's just emeralds now. That wait, hold on. How is emerald prices? Are they ridiculous? Did emerald prices spike when foraging came out? We have fossils, and the idea that there are dinosaurs below the ice is a pretty common trope. Yeah, that is true. Maybe you can have that area under the glacial lake, maybe. A bit like the foraging update has that water area in the center, and you dive deep into that. Maybe I'll have that with Glacier Lake. You go in here and then holy lag. Yeah, maybe they, you know, make an area down here for uh, a mining up or a mining area, a new mining area for prehistoric fucking almost dragons. Why is my dinosaurs? That's what I was trying to say. Fucking, my brain's cooked, man. It's cooked. It's over. Brain doesn't work anymore. How do you have 130 million mithril powder? I mined a lot of mithril. A lot of green mithril specifically. How did you... Oh, that one. Mining is the second best... Fucking... No, OT. Mining is the best skill. Just because Hush Lucas agrees that foraging's... Look, in my humble opinion, mining is still the best, okay? You lot in chat can, you know, can enjoy the foraging update more than mining. But for me, mining is core, man. It's core. Core content to me. No, because emerald green is a way to describe nature usually. Green in general. Green is pretty natureful. Natureful is a word, of course. Yeah. Anyway, and the dragon refers to itself and its eggs as emerald eggs. I see. Emerald green. The Green Isles. You know the big world serpent in Norse mythology? Yeah, I don't know that. I don't know Norse mythology. But that is interesting. They could do something like that. The limiting factor for the Jade Dragon will be an item that takes at minimum 20 hours to unlock. At least when the update first drops. Yeah. Because there's two things that are foraging specific that you need for that dragon. The rest of it's just coins and emeralds. Mining is still the best. Sure, Makash, let's get you back to bed. Okay. I'm being treated as a boomer for my takes. My mining takes. This is so sad. OT once liked mining, chat. I'm sure OT once enjoyed mining. OT's now a foraging main anyway. It's over. Half of mining mains will get converted to foraging mains now. It's over. Divandril, worth money, yes. It's certainly worth a lot of money. But is it worth the money? Ooh. If you mine a lot, then yes, it's worth the money. Maybe the farming dragon can be the wyvern. Maybe. I don't know a lot about wyverns. I was wyvern rank on Cosmic PvP, I think? I think it was that one. Because I played Cosmic PvP and Cosmic Prisms. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was PvP is the wyvern rank. I actually can't remember what the ranks for the prison server was, but there you go. It's a fun update though, so I don't care. Yeah, I mean, I think it's understandable. It's a massive update. Everyone's going to be playing it. It's going to be great. Taming is best skill. Taming is pretty good. Those times a gun foraging alpha was so good that you spent 50 hours on it and only stopped when alpha closed. Yeah. I can see you foraging a lot. You're definitely going to be a foraging main from now on. It's going to be a lot of foraging. Hello, Lucy. Okay, I'm gonna do this commission and then I'm gonna compact all of my stuff. Wait, no, actually, I'm gonna do the Peridot one as well. Oh, wait, that being said, okay, I've got another 2 hours left of mining. Because I'll mine for the rest of Jerry coal, and then I'll do other stuff. But I mean that'll be after stream anyway. Mining hunting must be your second favorite skill now, I guess, because it buffs mining. It may end up being that way. It may end up being like that. Yeah, okay, now it's time to compact stuff. I haven't done it in a while, so it's needed. You opened 70,000 Jerry boxes since Jerry started? Fucking hell. You're a little over halfway to level 50 skills. How much XP have you gotten? That I know people do level their skills with Jerry sometimes, but surely it can't be that good. Surely not. Illegal. It's illegal to be that good. Can't just be opening loot boxes for your skills. A little over. Did I read that? I don't know whether I read that. 30 million in both foraging and farming. Definitely good for foraging then. Be 10x faster if you did purple. Wait, how much XP per hour is this? 10x faster if you do purple. Fucking. Heh. Interesting. You gain 30 levels in foraging on alpha, you're 24 on main. It's weird, because when I did alpha, I didn't really go, I didn't really, I don't think I even gained a foraging level. I guess I didn't do foraging properly. I didn't, like, actually grind it out. I didn't do enough the contests. I think the contest is what you need. The contests are probably one of the things that you need for, like, the actual XP part of it. And then the tree itself as well, and all the other stuff. The tree, like the actual heart of the freaky experience tree, and then I feel like whispers aren't the greatest thing for the foraging updates powder. Whispers might, I don't know, like, is whispers that great of a thing? Because powder is a big thing. Is whispers the greatest name for the foraging powder? Can I just call it foraging powder? I might just call it foraging powder because that's kind of funny. No, we should call it sawdust. They should call it sawdust. That would be so. No, that would be good. That would be fucking great. Should rename it to sawdust. Heart of the your Heart of the Forest 7 on Alpha. Fucking Jesus. You need 55 million whispers to max a tree. Jeez, man. It's like 1 million to max, so 6 hours to max if purple, 60 hours to max if green, which is what I'm doing. Maybe 30 hours, I don't know. Is that 30, or is that 6 hours to get 6 hours to max, or is that like 6 hours to get 50 mil XP? If so, then at least it's not better than actually manually mining. Because if Jerry boxes were better for mining XP, then than actually mining itself, then I'd be very sad. Maybe that's the name is already... Wait, maybe that name is already taken and will be part of the subsequent islands? Also, how would you call the next powder? If it was like sawdust is the first powder and then you need a second powder, then you could have it as like a different type of sawdust. Maybe it's like fine sawdust or something. Like you could do the flawed fine and I don't know. I like the idea of sawdust being foraging powder though. I feel like it makes sense. It's a lot more analogous to the mining tree. 55 mil XP in 6 hours if you do purples, but purples make you lose half your money, blues are break even, and greens are profit. 55 mil in 6 hours. That is dangerously close to being too good for mining. I don't like how that's almost 10 mil XP an hour from doing jerry boxes. It's less than 10 mil XP an hour, but you also lose a shit ton of money. So maybe it's fine. Maybe it's okay. Maybe it's okay. I mean, does that include all the XP buffs that we have on right now? Like the 20% and... I mean, it would have to... I think that 50 mil XP includes the 20% that we have on. People are mad there's no new minions, but how could you even add new minions with 1.21.5 blocks being the collections? Yeah. You'd have to like have 121 on your island, and I don't think they want to do that. They aren't affected by wisdom or anything else? Oh, I see. Perfect foraging method will be running around with 20 players and Legion 5 on your armor. That'll be interesting. You gotta have a massive foraging party, maybe. Maybe I'm gonna have to be in a party with like the guild, and then we all do foraging together. Maybe that's the way. Maybe maybe with some people from stream. With half full and half empty and armor pet swapping? Fucking swapping as well? Oh my. Cool kids are in Twitch chat right now. Alright then, Schult. Hello there, Schult. Welcome to mining. It's been a while. It's been enough time for it to almost be 20 bill XP. It'll be an exciting time probably tomorrow or whenever I end up doing the stream, but next stream will most likely be that 20 billion XP stream, so it'll be fun. Exciting. You don't want to miss it. You don't see half full and empty being useful. What do you mean like half? Wait, hold on. With half full, half empty, and armor slash pet swapping. I actually don't, I'm not sure what you mean by that. Half full and half empty what? Today I've been let down yet again by French people. Wait, what do you mean you've been let down by French people? How have the French let you down? Schult. What have the French done? Lag? Game, please? There we go. So your internet stopped working as soon as you typed it? I see. It's the French trying to take him out. You needed a French team to win in CSGO tournament, but they lost? Oh, that's a rip. That was a ripperoni. They've let you down, Schult. They've let you down. Is there a British team? Can we root for the British team on CSGO? Or do we not need to root for them? Are they already like out of the tournament? Are they just so shit they're not in the tournament anymore? Or maybe they're so good we don't need to root for them. You never know, you never know. They are perks in the heart of the forest. You get foraging stats for being near other players with those perks. Ah, okay. I need to look more into the heart of the forest as well, because I have not looked into it that much. I don't remember it being that interesting from what I remember. I think the first one that you get is sweep, and then I think it's just general foraging stats, which is just kind of like the mining tree as well, but you'll just get like some random foraging fortune and stuff. Probably sweep. I need to look at that tree again. Not really been paying too much attention to the foraging update. Maybe I should pay a little bit more attention to it. Yeah, I don't know. Is one British pro on the best team in the world? Fuck yeah, let's go. Let's fucking go. We take those. Big dub. Okay, I'm gonna put a fan on. It's actually hot in here. But that team has two French people, I see. So the best team in the world has one. Wait, is it 4 people? How many people are in a CSGO team? Because you're saying the best team in the world has one British person, 2 French people. Surely there's some Americans in there. It would only make sense. Imagine no Americans in the best team in the world. There are no Americans. It's one British, 2 French, 1 Israeli, and 1 Estonian. That is a diverse group. Or I mean, to be fair, it's mostly European, but oh yeah, best team in the world. Americans are ass at CS:GO. Ah, we can destroy them epically. Fucking holy lag. Look at that. It's so bad, chat. It's so bad. 1 second ping. I hate it. I can't wait to get this fixed. Hello, M&M Games. Welcome to mining. To one of the mining streams of all time. Okay, did I claim both of them? Please? There we go. See, now that I'm at 19.9, I feel like I'm close enough to where I need to be careful. Even though it's still 90 million XP. I don't need to be that careful, but I see the nines there and I'm thinking, ah shit, I'm kind of close now. Like I'm actually kind of close to it. You just got braces on? Oh, I see. It's pretty good. Time to grind Iron Man. Have fun. Have fun with your Iron Man. Iron Man's pretty cool. I don't know if they could do a hardcore Iron Man. I kind of wish my version of Iron Man had like an official version, where it's specifically solo Iron Man. So you know, you do dungeons solo, you do dragon solo, like you do everything solo. It's like properly single player skyblock basically. Which is Iron Man, but then Iron Man sometimes you do have like some team elements in it. But I don't know. That's what I wanted to do for Iron Man, um, but I just play on my main. I just play on my main and get coins and mine. But I kind of want someone to do that. It'd be cool if like there was a YouTuber or something where someone did single player essentially. Or maybe it was an official game mode. That'd be pretty cool. Official game mode where it's just single player skyblock. Maybe it's just not different enough from regular Iron Man to where people would be interested in it. I don't know. It's basically just Iron Man, but with some things that are a little bit more annoying, I guess. All right, any Vanguard wanters in chat? This is the second Vanguard of today. And you know what? This Vanguard in particular is special because this Vanguard is going to drop a locket. Ah, I lied. I lied. I was hopeful. I was hopeful, and I've been betrayed by this Vanguard. So sad. Tragic. Tragedy. 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 Going nowhere. I might actually listen to that after stream. That's a banger song. Tragedy. Rat dance beat. We'll listen to Tragedy by the Bee Gees after stream. That is the plan. Let's see. Oh, I can teleport. Let's go. Let's go. I can teleport. I can even open the commission menu. I can't claim a commission though. It's Oh, there we go. See, I should have done 2500 bitrate. Then I would be able to play the game. Hmm. Oh well. I mean, we're coming near to the end of stream, so what are the things I can talk about? I can talk about the things I usually talk about, like I've already talked about Raft. So now I'll talk about Linux for a little bit. Except I would talk about Linux for a bit, but I've not really got much to say on it. But like that's an interesting thing that will be coming up soon in October when I can't use Windows 10 anymore. Because I'm on Windows 10 right now because of Raft. Um, to be able to like play Raft at more than 15 FPS, uh, I use better FPS mod. So I can disable the animal AI and Raft collisions. So that it goes from like 16 FPS average to like 24 FPS average. It's actually kind of nice. But unfortunately, the Raft mod loader is a Windows only application, so can't really do anything about that. And unfortunately, Linux doesn't run Raft any better than Windows. It does load it faster though, which is interesting. Like it loads it like 12 seconds faster. Oh, and funnily enough, my Raft, it takes a minute and 40 seconds to load the game. That's right, it takes a whole minute and 40 seconds to load my Raft. That's how large the Raft is. Imagine you load into a Minecraft world, but it takes a minute and 40 seconds to load it. It's crazy. But yeah, it'll be fun when that's done. But yeah, we got foraging coming up. We've got the end of Windows 10 in like 4 or 5 months. Um, fucking, what else is going on? Also, hello, Huddy. Okay, can I play the game yet, or is it getting to the point where I can't, like, I actually can't play the game? Because there's being able to play the game, but it's laggy. But then there's actually just not being able to play the game, and I might be getting to not being able to play the game stage. We'll tough it out, but we'll see how it goes. Let's see, what else is there? Oh yeah, Unity game dev stuff. Hmm. I've not done nearly enough of that in the past month, but when other things are out of the way, then I will be able to. And that'll be fun. And then, I mean, I guess after I've done all of that, I can go back to my notes for, I can go back to my like my tons of notes in Apple Notes and see what project I can start next. Like Linux isn't really done yet, and maybe it will never be. You never know. But I don't know. Maybe I could start a new. I could start one of my other projects I want to do. Because Raft may be done, and if Raft is done, that's one project down, and I can start a new one. In fact, fuck it. What will be more interesting to you lot will be hearing which projects I could start next. Um, maybe you can maybe you can say which one I should start next. So, should I start um the project of emulating my PS2 games or my DSi and 3DS games. So, starting emulation or, setting up the emulator for PS2 and DSi games. That's a project I could do. I could start on my PC case project where I make a case for my PC. See, the good things about that one is I can not be in my room. I can I can go in the workshop and fucking, do some like actual uh I don't know how to it's what would you call that? Like making a PC case is kind of DIY, but there should be a word for like doing projects like that. It's not I get it is DIY, but I'm sure there's a word for making stuff like that. I mean, if I'm doing a PC case, it's going to be a good bit of metalworking and stuff. May end up being a little bit of electronics as well. Yeah, there's a PC case. What else is there? Hmm. Ooh, Flashpoint. I was going to check out Flashpoint and see a bunch of Flash games that I used to play. Because there's a bunch of Flash games that are just really good. Maybe I can get them on my PC somehow. What else is there? There's not really anything else in this that I want to say. I mean, there is, but like, I don't think there's anything else that interesting that I could also say on stream. That isn't like too personal of a project. Like some of them is just a bit too personal. Like, oh, sort out your laptop, customize that. Like that's just not that interesting. I can't really say too much about that. I can start a new project basically after the raft one's done. That'll be exciting. That'll be great and amazing. I think the raft thing is a little bit more like when it's done, I can then show it off, and then instead of me just talking about it, I can actually show you what I've been talking about. Like, that's just going to be the better part of it. Because once I'm showing it off, then people are going to be like, oh, wow, that's, there's more of a visual. You can actually see what it is, and it'll be sick. And for the people that know what raft is, they'll be like, wow. And for the people who don't know what raft is, they'll be like, oh, that's mildly cool. Like the people who know versus the people who don't know. There's going to be a such a different reaction. Those who know. Stranded profile on skyblock. I do have kind of a stranded profile. But it's stranded before stranded was a thing. It's OG stranded. Before they actually added it as an option to choose. It's a regular profile, but a stranded regular profile. And I think there is some stuff that I could still maybe do on that one. Maybe. I think with regular, like, non-stranded stranded, which is a weird way of saying it, but maybe you get what I mean. Obviously there's a lot less content because there's content specifically made for stranded, which I wouldn't have because it would be it'd be looked at by skyblock as just a regular profile. But I think the last thing I have for it is just, oh, I can get the animal minions, and then when I've done the animal minions, I can, well, that's kind of it. Maybe I end up deleting that profile so I can have another profile for something else. Because I kind of have always wanted a profile to test things out. If you get what I mean, like a bit of a creative mode profile, which there really isn't a creative mode, but it's a bit of a thing of like, oh, you don't really care if you waste 1 billion coins on testing some random thing. Um, that's a profile we would kind of like to have, but that is, I don't know, it's probably not something I'll end up doing. Okay, it may be coming to the end of stream because it's just becoming a little bit more and more unplayable as time goes on. Which is strange because, it's been generally fine throughout the stream, but I don't get how it gets worse. Like, it really shouldn't get worse. Like, that's not how internet works. That's just not how it works. Internet just, it's either there or it's not, surely. Like, how is it getting worse, man? It's horrible. Yeah, okay. I think I'll do one more commission after this one, and then I'll end it. Servers are also lagging for you. I think it's more my connection than the actual servers themselves. It just happens sometimes. A thing I'll have to fix later, but I can't fix now. And unfortunately not either anytime soon. But, oh well. Let's see if I can go to my island. Because there's one thing I want to talk about actually on my island before I end stream. So, a funny thing happened over here on my island, off stream. Now that funny thing was Picobulus. Yeah, that's right. I Picobulus this wall of donors, which was not great. Um, and once you've Picobulus the wall of donors, how are you supposed to remember who donated what? That's right. I had to go back through my own streams to find one where I would stand up, look at the wall, and, it was pixelated as fuck. It was so annoying. I hated it. But I found a better stream, or a better previous stream I had, where it was good quality and I could like read the entire thing. But yeah, it was pain. It was pain. I had to look through back in streams, like skimming through, trying to find a singular bit where I'd look at that. But oh well. Maybe that's something they should do on private islands, because like in theory, you kind of want to be able to use Picobulus. Maybe for cobble gens. Like there's a very okay, not really. Like there's not really a good reason to be able to pick obelisk on your island. Um, but it is certainly annoying when you accidentally pick obelisk your minions or, your donation wall. Um, But yeah, that was the thing. How are these guys doing anyway? Are they on 3.6? Yeah, they're on 3.6. So yeah, when coal is May, I have to take up my I have to take up my mithril crystal so that they don't break themselves. And it is kind of annoying with Jerry because it's only, coal's only active for 6 hours during that time, but it will break all of my minions in that time. So I actually have to, I have to take up the mithril crystal. I could replace it, but then, okay, when coal becomes mayor in Jerry for that 6 hour period at 4 in the morning. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think it's time, chat. I think it's time for me to end stream. But yeah, during that period where coal is meh, it's gonna break the minions if I don't pick up the mithril crystals. So it is annoying, but oh well. 46,000 players, damn. So yeah, M&M games. I want to do my outro on my island though. See if I can get back in the game. It's not looking good though. It's gone from 1K ping to 2K ping to whatever this will come out with. Probably actually won't tell me because I'll go into skyblock and it'll not complete the ping command. Oh, okay, I'm in skyblock, but will it complete the ping command? Oh, oh, okay. Will it kick me out actually? Yep, it will. It kicks me out and it also doesn't tell me my ping. Great. Wonderful. I think we can guess what my ping was. Probably like 10,000 or something. Let me guess it's like fine now. Okay, never mind, it's not fine now. I was like, oh, that was quite quick. Maybe it's fixed now that I'm ending stream, but no. So thank you all for watching. Remember to like the stream, subscribe, follow on Twitch if you're a Twitch enjoyer. I'm not sure now on next stream, but next stream will be the 20 billion overflow mining XP stream. So, be hyped for that and stuff when it happens. But for now, I shall see you. So, goodbye. Set me AFK spot up.